what's up? We had a question submitted by a man named Los Vatos. His question is, what do you eat, man? What's your diet look like? So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my diet looks like. Okay, so preface or disclaimer before we jump into this. There are a bazillion different diets out there that work for different individuals, so you choose as you will. I just advise you to not choose the vegan diet, but there's some people swear up and down by it that the vegan diet is the way. I think they're more of just hipster people, or they're true hippies. If you're a true hippie, you have permission to do the vegan diet. If you're not a true hippie, then I suggest you don't do the vegan diet. I've done a little research into it, and I think there's a whole bunch of cons to it. As you know, there might be some pros, but I think it comes down to clean eating as opposed to being vegan. That's where I have a problem with it, okay? And now, disclaimer, I don't eat clean 24/7. I'm not a person who eats a clean diet. I had a question asked by, I can't remember who it was, but it was someone else in the comment section the other day. They asked, hey man, what are your thoughts on a dirty bulk? My thoughts are, go for it, dude, as long as you pay attention to one macro. Because in all reality, when it comes to putting on muscle and performance in the gym in regards to being powerful and explosive, all you need is just protein, carbs, and have a good range of healthy fats and sodium, because that'll help you perform in the gym and make sure you're well hydrated. Where it comes from, if it's processed, it's probably not going to have too much of a factor. Now, if you're trying to be the best athlete in the world, and notice they put athlete, just not a dude who wants to live super healthy, then yeah, you want to eat a cleaner diet. But in terms of, it doesn't matter if you eat 5,000 calories, and let's say your calorie maintenance is 4,000. It doesn't matter if you eat 5,000 calories of junk. It doesn't matter if you eat 5,000 calories of clean food. You're still going to be putting on 1,000 calories of excess calories that are going to be stored as fat. Some of it's going to be stored as fat. So with that said, I'm not a person who's going to be telling you that you need to eat super clean. A dirty bulk will 100% work. I basically dirty bulked my way up from 210 to 240. Now, is it the best thing in the world? No. Now, when I'm talking about dirty, I'm not talking about stuffing yourself with potato chips 24/7. I'm not talking about eating your cotton candy and your pie, your apple pies, your cranberry pies, or whatever, man. I ain't talking about that stuff. I'm talking about, I have fast food here and there, dude. I have burgers. Burgers actually aren't that bad for you. Yeah, you probably don't want to eat them from a fast food place all the time. But let me tell you, even from a fast food place, other than them being possibly majority of it processed, which isn't good for you, but from a performance standpoint, they're wonderful, man. Tons of carbs, sodium, protein, and fat. Now, breaking down kind of the food groups that I eat, man, I get a majority of my calories from the good old protein. I like the protein, man. I like red meat. I like to get the beef. I like the 80-20 split. If you're going and buying 97% lean, you're wasting money, because 80-20 is fine. I don't care about eating fat. Poultry chicken, that's good. Eggs are good. I go in fads of eating eggs, man. So sometimes I get bored of eggs. I just, get sick and tired of them. Regarding carb sources, so like the good old grains, like oatmeal. I like pasta. Eat pasta all the time, dude. Probably 2 or 3 times a week. Breads are good, man. Bagels, love those. And then regards to dairy, huge advocate for dairy. I love milk. I don't eat it all the time like I used to when I was younger, when I was in my teen years. And then super early 20s when I was playing baseball in college. I basically lived off milk, dude. Would drink tons of that every day. For me, I feel like I have a slight lactose intolerance towards it. I think I puff up in the face a lot. I get a lot of red puffiness, and I tend to hold on to a lot more water weight, I feel like. And then my love handles, for some reason, are like, they puff out a little bit when I'm on a heavy dairy diet. Now, I still drink milk from time to time there. And then I do have ice cream. Ice cream is probably my #1 sweet that I eat. So that's my cheat food, my bad, pleasurable food that I eat. That would be ice cream. But I love cheese, man. Cheese, big advocate for milk if you're someone who's trying to bulk and put on size. I can't say enough about milk. It is the #1 advocated food for all athletes who are trying to recover and get stronger, okay? Especially if you're trying to be a power athlete, someone who's going to be involving lots of explosive movements, where you need power and strength. Milk's the way to go, dude. Now, in regards to like fruits and vegetables, I like them all, but at the same time, I'm not a person who, eats a ton of them. I do, throw in a little bit in my diet, like an omnivore, well-rounded diet, but I'm not a person who eats a ton of them per se, but I do eat them. Other than that, dude, this is all just giving you kind of an insight of what my diet looks like. It's not super structured. I kind of just, freelance it for the most part. If I'm going up in weight, I'm going up too much, and I'm, getting too much fat on me, then I simply just cut down the amount of calories I'm eating, and I kind of just rough eye everything. But yeah, you do whatever you want. This is, in the words of the Hot Twins, just advice. You do whatever the blank you want, okay? And then also, hey, if you're not following a man named Red Chucks, give him a follow, dude. The guy's doing the Go Mad challenge. He's a guy on the MMA scene and also the fitness. I hate the word fitness because 90% of the dudes who are supposedly fitness, they're not actually fitness. I'm not a fitness guy myself. I'm just a guy who likes to go and push my body to extremes. I don't say or advocate, that I'm a guy who's all about being fit, because if I was, I'd probably be about 30 pounds lighter and I'd eat a super clean diet, but I don't. But yeah, make sure you give Red Chucks a follow. Dude's a strong guy. There'll be a couple other people I'll shout out down the road. If you got any more questions, by all means, go ahead and submit them. And remember, there's other people who have great advice regarding diets and just advice in general. So if you got any great advice, go ahead and share it in the comment section, bros.